Jazz. I've been a medical doctor for over 30 years, and in that time I've seen a recurring tragedy. People are told they have high blood sugar or high blood pressure, and they're given a pill. They're told just how it is now. It's your genetics. It's just aging. Jazz. But taking a pill for your blood sugar without changing your life is like taking all the trash from your kitchen and hiding it under your bed. You might not see it anymore, Jazz, but you're definitely going to smell it eventually. In the medical world, we call that smell complications. And for many, that complication is blindness. Today, Jazz, I want to share with you a simple routine, a series of 60-second choices that does more than just manage a number on a screen. It addresses the root cause of why your body and your eyes, Jazz, might be under attack. Jazz. We're going to talk about how to stop the browning of your internal organs and how to protect your vision by understanding the 80% of your health that is entirely within your control. Jazz. The silent browning of your vision. To understand how to save your eyes, we have to understand what high sugar actually does. Imagine a slice of bread. When you put it in the toaster, Jazz, it turns brown and becomes stiff. This is a process called browning or glycation. When you have repeated spikes in your blood sugar, that same thing happens inside your body. Jazz. That sugar attaches itself to everything. Your protein, your cells, your tissues. Once you toast a piece of bread, you can't untest it. And the more glucose spikes you have, Jazz, the faster you are browning on the inside. Your eyes are incredibly delicate. They rely on some of the smallest, most sensitive blood vessels in your entire body. Jazz. When your blood is poisonous with high levels of glucose, it damages these vessels. This is why you can be taking your diabetes medicine and still end up with vision loss. Jazz. The drugs often just make the numbers look better on a lab report, but they don't stop the underlying trash from piling up. The good news, Jazz. Your genetics, what you inherited from your parents, is only about 20% of the story. Think of it like this. Your genetics loads the gun, but your lifestyle pulls the trigger. Jazz. You have the power to put that gun down. The 60-second acid habit. The first part of our routine happens right before you eat. It takes less than 60 seconds. Jazz. We've been told for years that if we have high blood sugar, we have to give up everything we love. No bread, no potatoes, no rice. But for many, that's just not sustainable. Jazz. There is a way to eat these starchy foods without sending your blood sugar into a tailspin. Starch is just a long string of glucose pearls glued together. When you eat a potato or a piece of bread, Jazz, your body dissolves that glue, and all those sugar pearls rush into your blood. But you can slow that rush down with one simple 60-second habit, the vinegar trick. Before you sit down for a meal, Jazz, especially if it contains carbs, take 2 tablespoons of vinegar, apple cider vinegar, white vinegar, or even lemon juice, and stir it into a glass of water. Why, Jazz? Because that acid stops a specific enzyme in your saliva from breaking down the starch so quickly. It slows down how fast your stomach empties, Jazz, which means the sugar enters your blood gradually, rather than in one giant spike. If you don't like the taste of vinegar in water, spend 60 seconds adding it to your meal. Put it on your salad, Jazz. Use it as a dressing. The Japanese use it in rice. The British use it on fish and chips. That one tiny addition can reduce your blood sugar spike by a significant margin, Jazz. The routine of the first bite. The second 60-second choice happens the moment you pick up your fork. It's the order of operations. If you're at a dinner and there's a basket of bread on the table, Jazz, don't start there. When you eat naked carbohydrates first, they hit your system like a freight train. Instead, look at your plate and find the fiber, the vegetables, the leafy greens. Jazz. Spend the first minute of your meal eating your fiber. Then, move to your proteins and fats, Your meat, fish or eggs, save the starchy stuff. The rice or potatoes for last, jazz. By the time the sugar from those starches hits your stomach, it's landing on a buffer of fiber and protein. It slows everything down. This isn't about deprivation, it's about strategy, jazz. It's about protecting your eyes from that browning effect by simply changing the order in which you eat, jazz. The 60-second decision to move, perhaps the most powerful part of this routine, happens within 30 minutes after you finish your meal. Most of us finish dinner and go straight to the couch, jazz. But this is the moment when your blood sugar is climbing. Your pancreas is working overtime, trying to produce enough insulin to knock on the doors of your cells and tell them to let the sugar in, jazz. But if your cells are already stuffed because of years of overeating, they become stubborn. They stop listening to the knock. This is insulin resistance. Here is the 60-second routine. Decide to move, jazz. You don't need a gym. You don't need fancy clothes. You just need 10 to 20 minutes of movement. Walk around your living room. Walk on the spot while you watch the news. Do some light chores, jazz. When you move your big muscles, your legs and your trunk, they can actually soak up that glucose from your blood without needing insulin. It's like opening a back door to the cells, jazz. You're clearing the poison out of your blood before it can damage the tiny vessels in your eyes. I've had patients tell me, "Doc, I can barely walk because of my joints." If that's you, don't lose hope, jazz. Start with the food changes. As your blood sugar comes down, your inflammation will decrease, and you may find you have more energy to move naturally, jazz. The 60-second kitchen prep, the cooling hack. If you know you're going to eat rice, potatoes, or pasta tomorrow, spend 60 seconds today to prepare them. There is something called resistant starch, jazz. When you cook starchy foods and then cool them in the fridge overnight, the structure of the starch changes. It becomes resistant to digestion. Your body can't break it down into sugar pearls. Instead, jazz, it travels to your gut and feeds your good bacteria like fiber. The best part, you can reheat it the next day and it stays resistant, jazz. You can even do this with bread by freezing it and then defrosting it. This simple preparation can reduce the sugar spike in your blood by up to 40%, jazz. It's a 60-second habit of thinking ahead that saves your eyes from unnecessary stress, protecting the hose, jazz. Blood pressure and your vision. We can't talk about eye health without talking about blood pressure. Your arteries are like flexible hoses. When your heart pumps, they should expand to absorb the pressure, jazz. But high insulin levels, caused by that same sugar we've been talking about, make the walls of your arteries stiff and rigid. Calcium gets deposited in the walls. Now, instead of a flexible hose, you have a rigid pipe. This is why blood pressure goes up. And those tiny vessels in your eyes, they can't handle that high pressure. They pop, they leak, they scar. To keep these hoses flexible, jazz. Spend 60 seconds a day making sure you aren't eating fake food. The big food companies don't care about your vision. They care about making their food addictive. Cereals, packaged snacks, jazz, and sugary drinks are designed to keep your insulin high and your arteries stiff. Focus on vitamin K2. You find it in hard cheeses like Gouda, in egg yolks and in organ meats, jazz. K2 is like a traffic cop for calcium. It pulls the calcium out of your artery walls, where it makes them stiff, and puts it into your bones where it belongs, jazz. Flexible arteries mean lower blood pressure and safer eyes. The power of the quiet 12. Finally, we have to talk about rest. Not just your sleep, but resting your organs, jazz. So many of us are in the habit of snacking from the moment we wake up until the moment we go to bed. This means your pancreas never gets a break, jazz. It is constantly knocking on the doors of your cells with insulin, 24 hours a day. It's exhausted. The routine is simple. Give your body 12 hours of quiet. If you finish dinner at 7 p.m., Yaz, don't eat anything until 7 a.m. the next morning. Only water. This gives your insulin levels a chance to drop. It gives your cells a chance to reset and become sensitive to that knock again, Yaz. And when you do sleep, make it a priority. One single night of bad sleep makes you more insulin resistant the next day. Spend 60 seconds before bed dimming the lights and putting away your phone, Yaz. Tell your brain it's time to heal. It is never too late. I want to leave you with a story of hope. I had a patient who came to me at 79 years old. He was on insulin, he was on blood sugar pills, Yaz, and he was terrified of losing his independence. People told him, "You're nearly 80, what do you expect?" But he didn't listen to the sick care system. He changed the way he ate, Yaz. He started moving after his meals. He started using the vinegar trick, and you know what? He came off his medicine. His vision stayed sharp, Yaz. His health span, the years he lived being active and independent, stretched out to match his lifespan. Don't let your age or your current diagnosis discourage you, Yaz. Whether you are pre-diabetic or have been on medicine for 20 years, your body is waiting for you to change the environment you're putting it in, Yaz. The routine for healthy eyes isn't a miracle surgery or a magic berry. It's the 60 seconds you spend choosing water with lemon over a soda, Yaz. It's the 60 seconds you spend choosing to walk around the block after dinner. It's the 60 seconds you spend cooling your potatoes before you eat them. Your vision is precious, Yaz. Your health is 80% in your hands. Take that first 60-second step today, because you aren't just managing a disease, you are reclaiming your life.